Cultivate Gods and Demons Chapter 4. A person on the side said, "The miner is also a later story, whether he can survive these 3 days is a problem. Who knows what monsters are in that jungle?" The mood of many people around them became extremely heavy. Chen Fan did not speak, his face was relatively calm. In addition to the fact that he grew up in an orphanage, fought with wild dogs countless times, and seen strong winds and waves, mainly because he already knew he was a hanger. But then again, even if the system is in hand, you still have to be meticulous. Indecent development. Don't pretend. Otherwise, I don't know how I died. At least for now, he has nothing to protect himself. An hour and a half later. Wang Teng gently pushed Chen Fan. "Brother Chen Fan, it's almost our turn." Chen Fan nodded. One lighthouse has 50 people, 10 lighthouses are carried out at the same time, and one awakening guide is 500 people. Once every 5 minutes, there are now about 3,000 people left. After a while, Chen Fan and Wang Teng's queue began to move, and a group of people sat cross-legged around a lighthouse under the guidance of a group of soldiers. As soon as he sat down, Chen Fan couldn't help but take a deep breath. Shrouded in the light of the lighthouse, he felt like the winter sun shining on his body, and there was a warm feeling. Chen Fan closed his eyes and clearly felt that a strange energy was escaping from the lighthouse and disappearing into his mind. But in the imperial beast space, it seemed that it was just a gust of wind blowing, and there was no movement after that. 5 minutes later, a group of people stood up with different expressions. Chen Fan looked around him. There are no abnormalities. Wang Teng, on the other side of the circle, shook his arms and shouted, I have awakened the Star Warrior talent. I'm a Star Warrior, ha ha, quote. A girl on the side who had awakened the talent of the Royal Beast Master cried with joy and pride. The others, who did not have the talent to awaken, lowered their heads and silently walked to the side. At this moment, the square has divided into 3 crowds. A group of people who have awakened the talents. A group of people are people who have been guided by awakening, but have not opened the talents. The last group of people are the last to wait for the guidance of awakening. No one deliberately separates these people, but people's consciousness makes the front very clear. From now on, maybe these are people from 2 worlds. Reality, it's that cruel. Chen Fan smiled and was ready to step forward to say congratulations to Wang Teng. But after seeing Wang Teng glance at him, he walked directly to the girl and said, "Little sister, I awakened the talent of the Star Warrior, you awakened the talent of the Imperial Beast Master. Let's team up together in a while, right? Although you have awakened the talent of the Royal Beast Master, there are no Royal Beasts yet, and the strength is not strong, I can protect you." Saying that, Wang Teng rolled up his sleeves, revealing his developed biceps. Okay, the girl nodded. Wang Teng's face was beaming, and without even looking at Chen Fan, he walked towards the group of people who had awakened their talent and went to find other teammates. And that girl, after glancing at Chen Fan, obediently followed behind Wang Teng. Chapter 3. Can I enter my own Imperial Beast space? Chen Fan smiled dumbly. Wang Teng, who awakened the talent of the Star Warrior, really had no obligation to protect or take care of him, an unawakened person, but... Do you want to be so realistic? Before he said that he wanted to team up with me and help each other, but now as soon as he becomes a Star Warrior, he doesn't even look at me. Chen Fan shook his head with a smile and turned around and walked to the crowd that had not awakened. Life in the orphanage in those years taught him that keeping a low profile saved him from many troubles. Low-key, sometimes life-saving. These days, I need to help Xiaobai improve my combat power level, and it's quite inconvenient to team up with people. 3 days later, it is not too late to make the matter of your awakening public. It's okay little brother, in 3 days, we will have a second chance to awaken. A young man wearing glasses gently patted Chen Fan's shoulder and comforted him. Chen Fan smiled at him politely. After a few more minutes, groups of soldiers came over and began handing out smartwatches. As the woman on the shoulder of the wild and violent ape said, this smartwatch is a collection of mobile phones and computers. There is even WeChat on it. After Chen Fan put on the smartwatch, he activated it. A virtual screen that resembled a computer interface immediately appeared in front of him. Chen Fan's fingers touched the virtual computer interface, as if operating a tablet. After groping for something, he quickly became familiar with the operation of this computer on his wrist and found an officially certified Imperial Beast forum. The first post on the forum was about the hand-drawn beast space. Chen Fan moved his finger and clicked on the post. But as soon as it opened, Chen Fan was stunned. In the post, all the attributes of the royal beast space are different from his. On those pictures, all the imperial beast spaces are grey, there is no blue sky, no white clouds, only the middle position is color. The water attribute beast space, in the middle is the ocean-like light blue. The fire attribute beast space is a flame-like fiery red color in the middle, no blue sky, no white clouds. No meadows, no door. What's going on? Chen Fan suppressed the shock and irritability in his heart and began to carefully examine the system interface again. With this look, he almost jumped up directly. I saw that in the lower left corner of the system interface, there were 2 lines of very small text and buttons. The text reads, if the host wants to enter the royal beast space, press enter. If the host wants to leave the royal beast space, press out. Below the text, there are 2 buttons, one button says in, and the other button says out. Whether it is text or buttons, they are pitifully small. If Chen Fan hadn't found it strange and looked closely at the system again, he might not have noticed it. Your uncle's system, such an important feature, hidden in such an unobtrusive corner. And the font is still so small. Isn't this intentional pit for people? Wait a minute, can I enter my own royal beast space? Could it be that all the royal beastmasters can enter their own royal beast space? Chen Fan opened the Royal Beastmaster forum, prepared to register an account, and then asked some questions about the royal beast space. Please enter a nickname. Blue Star First Handsome. The nickname is registered. What kind of stuff? Which shameless thing came first? The first marshal of the Tang Kingdom. The nickname is registered. The first handsome of Donghai City. The nickname is registered. Wow, that's infuriating. First chapter, previous chapter 4 1000.